Sagittarius, hi, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Clarista. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Sagittarius, over the next couple of weeks, you are I feel like you are recalling some sort of wisdom, or like there's an energy of like past lifetimes here. Okay, what you did in those lifetimes, recalling your energy, like there's some sort of awareness. Okay, I feel like this could be in like a meditative state or something like that. But also too, Sagittarius, over the next couple of weeks, it's almost like you are going to be like, especially in a state of meditation, it's like the divine is going to be showing you your history with a certain energy. It's like a karmic feminine energy. It doesn't have to mean that they've been in a feminine energy every time, but this is conflict that has gone on for a very, very long time. Sometimes life brings questions. Questions about love, questions about career, questions about your life journey, and sometimes we just need a little clarity. And that is where my new sponsor, Psychic Source, comes in. Psychic Source has been around for over 35 years, connecting people like you with trusted, compassionate advisors to bring through insights and guidance that they need at this time. One of the things that I loved, or that stood out to me with Psychic Source, was that not only do they care about their customers, but they also care about their employees as well as the world. They donate 1% of all proceeds to a good cause through their kindness initiative. I had a chance to experience the whole experience and talk to a psychic advisor, and I left feeling far more confident than I did like walking into it. She was able to pull on a recent dream that I had, and the craziness of it, and help me find clarity through that. She recognized that I was going through a purge, and that I was going through kind of like a rebranding, if you will. She was also able to give me like kind of a little bit of clarity on a direction that I'm headed in, and she even was able to like give like dates type energy, as well as like a couple names she pulled out. So it was very good. Like I said, I left feeling a lot more confident than I did going in, just about the direction that I'm headed in. And I didn't ask her any questions. This was all just, I just asked her, what do you got? And she just came, pulled all this stuff, and it was very good. It was very good. So with all that being said, I'm excited to share that Psychic Source is offering an incredible deal for my viewers, you guys. Okay, new customers can get up to 40 minutes with one of their advisors for just $19.80. That's a value up to $240, okay? You can get the deal through the link in the description box below using the keyword Corie, Corie, or you can go to trypsychicsource.com/Corie. There's never been a better time to experience true connection. Sagittarius, you're about to get the lowdown. Okay, this person is clearly in your life again in this lifetime, okay? And they're showing up in a certain way or something like that. You're about to get all of the tea, all of the details, all of the information, okay? It's like there's a remembrance here, okay? So they're saying some sort of veil's being removed in order for you to see this or recognize this or remember this, is what it feels like, okay? But also too, aside from just that person, right? Because that's going to bring through clarity and kind of aha moments and make you feel, better about certain things here. But also too, it's like there's some sort of like recollection of like the things that you've done. You know what I mean? Because we've got the warrior, the creator, and the siren over here. It's like this energy where it's like you've done so many different things through different lifetimes and stuff like that. There's some sort of like this wisdom or this knowledge, like the knowledge from those lifetimes, or, some sort of remembrance that's coming back to you. It really honestly, in both situations, about your own self and about this connection that you have with this karmic energy, it feels like a movie reel. You know what I mean? So it may feel like a movie reel when you're like in that meditative state, or when this kind of comes to you, right? I'm seeing somebody like maybe in the bathtub or the shower, or, you know, kind of taking a walk. I'm also seeing like maybe being like kind of next to a lake. Like it feels like it may suddenly hit you, like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of out of nowhere here, Sagittarius. Okay? All right, tell me more for Sagittarius over the next couple of weeks. Okay, so there's some masculine energy here with the yang coming up. We've got flexible regeneration, yang, and come to the edge. All right. Interesting for Sagittarius here. Okay. There's like a rebirth, okay? A regeneration of your like masculine energy. We all have both, right? Masculine and feminine energy. Um, you know, the masculine is the doer, okay? The one that goes and gets, right? The retriever, the protector, all of that, right? The feminine is the creator, right? One that attracts and is very in tune and nurturing and like that type of energy here, right? You give a feminine energy, some seeds, she'll give you a whole garden. You know what I mean? Like that type of energy, right? It's there's some sort of regeneration within your masculine energy here, okay? And this is something that I feel like recently Sagittarius has been kind of like wobbly, all right? But I think it's because there's definitely been some old things kind of burning down, right? And I think that it's like the things that you had kind of learned over this lifetime, right? And so because of this, because these old, beliefs and things like that about who you are and things like that have been kind of burning down, right? There's where that creates space for that remembrance to come through. And for whatever reason, it's really associated with your masculine energy, okay? But it's definitely going to bring you, it's going to be giving you some sort of courage. I feel like there's something that you're going to be celebrating. Like there's just this energy or this feeling of kind of like freedom in a way, Sagittarius here, okay? I don't know if this is like something that you've been searching for or something like that here, but it feels like whatever this is, it feels like there's been some old beliefs and things like that that have really been kind of like burning down. And again, there's been a little bit of I'm hearing like instability when it comes to this, right? Uncertainty. Maybe the wind's been kind of blowing energetically, if you get what I'm saying, right? You know, yeah. Okay. All right. So this is kind of what's going on within you over the next couple of weeks here. Okay, Sagittarius. Now, let's see what's going on externally. Okay, so we have somebody who may have been in a very lustful energy is experiencing some sort of health concern. Okay, Sagittarius. Somebody that's been in a very lustful energy may experience some sort of health concern here. Okay, all right. What else for Sagittarius? We have emotional pain in reverse, right? So this is you, because whoever that, remember I told you there was like that energy that has been, you've dealt with this energy for like multiple lifetimes, right? And there is a little bit of remembrance, almost like this movie reel. Maybe you had experienced some sort of emotional pain from some sort of connection or attachment to this energy, but getting this information is going to kind of turn that upside down, right? It's going to release any type of, emotional pain that you had kind of internalized because of maybe experience that you had with this energy. But now it's like, because of this, you're going to be able to see clearly who this energy or what this energy is to you. Okay? For Sagittarius, please. What about the child? There's a very divine child. I mean, I feel like all children are divine. But this is also, too, Sagittarius, somebody, growing up to be very divine here. Tell me about this child. Oh, did somebody do some sort of love spell on a child? Ew. See, you could have been dealing with this person since you were a child, right? But again, you've been dealing with this energy for a very long time, like many, many lifetimes, okay? There's been you're protected from this love spell. Somebody's mad about that for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they've been working really hard at trying to cause this conflict or this lustful energy. But it's these things have really just made you boss up here. Okay, so this is an energy that you have been dealing with since you were a child, but even past that, right? And maybe some of you have been, Sagittarius, trying to forgive this person or trying to heal this, from this person, or trying to understand something at a deeper level here. You're about to get the whole rundown. Right? Like, there's kind of like this energy of like, I was just a child. Like, what did we, no, this energy didn't see you as that, right? They saw you as an energy that they recognized for many, many lifetimes. Okay. So, but you're protected here. Okay. And so because of this, because you're getting the whole rundown, because you're getting the whole spiel, you're getting the whole, like I said, it's showing up kind of like a movie reel in some type of way. Because of that, right? You're going to be moving into this like self-love energy. Okay? You have definitely been protected from some sort of love spell. Okay? Anything else for Sagittarius over the next couple of weeks? Let me get one more row on all of these, actually. One more. Sagittarius, there's some sort of abundance here that's protected, okay? I don't know if you are, like, financially dealing with, you know, anything or what, but there's some sort of abundance that's being protected here. Okay. Yeah. This is whatever this like clarity, you know, coming through, because it feels like this connection really may have or this situation has really kind of like got a hold on you, right? It's almost like this situation almost is an anchor in itself, right? And so I feel like it's like once you kind of see clearly, you understand, you release this emotional pain regarding this, right? There's almost like a new pathway that kind of opens up, right? I definitely feel like too there's an energy of like stepping out of some sort of comfort zone and allowing yourself. It's almost like Sagittarius, you've kept yourself you know, okay, so say for instance it's like this, right? See this, right? It's in the middle of the air, okay? It's like you kept yourself in the center of this, right? Just safe. I'm just going to be safe. I'm just going to stay in the middle because you never freaking know, right? What can happen. No, you're going to move into an energy where it's like you allow yourself, also you're curious enough, you have the courage enough to come to the edge, to live is, you know, there's something about, you know, that's exhilarating, right? That's exciting. There's some sort of adrenaline there, right? And it's not like, you know, a junkie type thing, but it's like having the courage to do things again, right? Because of this particular energy, it's almost like you have you know, you've really just kind of kept yourself in this like safe zone, right? It's like, okay, so I figured out my safe spot, right? I figured out how to avoid, you know, encountering this person or dealing with this person, or, you know, whatever it is, you know, even if it's not that just this one particular person, it might be an energy, right? An energy that shows up in multiple people, right? And it's like Sagittarius, you had figured out how to keep yourself safe, how you felt safe from this energy. And because you are getting the lowdown on the history with this energy, there is something very empowering in that. And it also helps you to step out of that box that you kind of had framed around your safety, if that makes sense. Yeah. And you're stepping into this blissful energy. But look, this is you. This is exactly you. Seeing past that veil, seeing past just this one lifetime. And getting a full understanding of the conflict with this, I don't know, some sort of like priestess, you know what I mean? Like voodoo, maybe priestess or something here, okay? But this has been, it's like this energy has had themselves in competition with you for a very long time, okay? Yeah. So, anyway, Sagittarius, I think I'm going to leave it there because I think that's pretty well. I think this is going to be great. This is going to be good for you, okay? It's also unlocking some type of abundance as well, okay? Because there is some sort of almost like spell or curse that's being broken through this Sagittarius, okay? And I know it sounds woo-woo and out there and things like that, but it's, people will be doing that stuff, okay, behind the scenes. And even if it wasn't in this lifetime, this is something, again, this is gone on for many, many lifetimes, okay? But don't let me tell you, you're about to see, the divine's about to show it to y'all, okay? Anyways, if you need anything from me, that's in the description box below. Otherwise, I love you so much.